53 Ibps Clerk Prelim, paper number 53. Now in this one reasoning, question numbers 66 onwards. Then first question number 66 to 70. Now it is based on floors and multiple flats in these floors. And there are some 8 persons, they are living in a 4-story building. 8 persons living in a 4-story building, and such that the ground floor is number 1 and so on, the top floor is number 4. And so 4, 3, 2, 1, this is how these floors were. And each of these floors is having how many flats? 2 flats. And 1 person is living in each of these flats. And flat 1 is to the west of flat 2. Isn't it? Now this is what the information provided here. Flat 1 is to the west of flat. Then coming to this one, F and H do not live in the same floor. F and H are not living in the same floor. And K lives above P but below Y. K is above P but below Y. And whether these 3 persons Y, K and P may be in the same flat or a different flat. Isn't it? Then Y who lives in flat number 2. Where is this Y? Y is living in flat number 2. And K lives neither on an even number floor. Now K is not living on an even number floor. Hence K must be odd number floor. And nor odd number flat. That means K must be even number flat. Hence K is living on an even number flat, odd number floor, isn't it? That means first floor, second flat, or third floor, second flat. And if K is here, and Y must be at this place. And Y definitely at this place. Now fix అయిపోయింది లేదా second flat. And Y is above this place. And next one, only 2 persons between O and L. Only 2 floors in between O and L, that means O and L must be in the first and the fourth floors in any order. And H lives on an even number floor. H lives on an even number floor means H must be on the second or fourth, but not even number flat. Hence H is living on an even number floor, but odd number flat. That means H is living in the first one, and H can be here or H can be here. Are you getting this one or not? Now these are the 2 possibilities to this H. And O lives immediately below H. As O is immediately below H, hence we cannot have H in the 4th floor. Are you getting this one or not? In both the cases, O must be, H must be on the second floor, first floor. And H is here, H is. And O is immediately below this one, hence O must be here. Now here also O must be here, immediately below, and he lives to the west of Z. And O is to the west of Z. In this case, O is to the west of K. This is not possible. And so O is to the west of Z, Z is here. Now 2 persons between O and L. If O is here, L must be at this. Now if L is here, now P must be below this one, P is here. And F and H are not living in the same flat. Now H must be same floor, H is. Now this is about question number 66 to 70. The next one, 71 onwards. And 71 to 75, these are the 5 questions that come under syllogisms and logically follows. 71 to 75 logically follows. That is first model in our syllogisms. Only a few pens are mobiles. Only some of the pens are mobiles but not all. Only some pens are mobiles but not all. Isn't it? Only some pens are mobiles but not all. And no mobile is a scale, no intersection between mobile and a scale. And only a few scales are boxes. Only some scales are boxes but not all. Only some of the scales are boxes but not all. And some scales are not pen. That is definitely true as of now. Because no scale is a pen, some scales are not pen is also true. Some boxes are not mobiles, no box is mobile, some boxes are not mobiles is also true. Then both the conclusions are negative conclusions, and they were true in the basic diagram. Hence we need to cross check this one whether it can be false at least once or not by proving the complementary pair. What is the complementary pair to this one? All scales are mobile, all scales are pens. Now tell me whether we can able to write all these scales under pens or not. Now the scale should not be intersected with mobile, but it can be intersected with the remaining like anything. isn't it? Hence we have proven a case where all scales are pens is true and some scales are not pens will be false. Clear? Then coming to the next one. Some boxes are not mobile. Now some boxes are not mobile is there. To make this one false, now we need to prove all boxes are mobile. All boxes are mobile means then this entire box must be here. All boxes are mobile. Now if you write like this, all boxes are mobile, then can you write like this? Now there is an intersection between these two. And what is the intersection we have? And only a few scales should also come along with this box. And if you write scales like this, no scale is mobile will become false. Hence it is not possible to bring all these boxes under this mobiles. Hence this cannot be false at least once. Hence it must be definitely true forever. Then hence what is your answer? Only 2 follows. Only 2, that is choice 2, question number 71. Then coming to this 72, all these books are bags. Now all books are bags. Now these are the books that are bags, all books are bags. And in the same way, and some bags are black. Now some of the bags are black, some bags are what? Some bags are black. And only a few black are dark. Only some black are dark but not all. Then first one, some books are not black. As of now that is definitely true. Some black is not dark is also true. Now the first one, to make this one false, now we need to prove all books are black. All books are black. This entire book must be part of that. Now tell me, is it possible to write like this or not? Isn't it? Hence alternate diagram to previous conclusion point. Some black is not dark. Now we need to prove all black is dark. Now we need to prove all black is dark. And all black is dark. Now this entire black. Can we write entire black under this dark? No. Why? Because only some black is dark but not all. Then, hence as it is not possible to bring this one here, it cannot be false at least once. It will be definitely true forever. Then what is your answer here? Only 2 follows answer. 70. Then 73. Some papers are earphones. Some of the papers are earphones, paper and an earphone. Now these are the papers that are earphones, and only a few earphones are radios. Only some earphones are radios but not all. And no radio is a TV, no intersection between radio and the TV. Then coming to the first one, some earphones are not TVs. As of now, no earphone is a TV, some earphones are not TVs also true. And second one is a possible thing. Now to make this one false, all earphones are TVs. Now we need to prove all earphones are TVs, means this entire earphone must be part of this TV. Is it possible to write like this? No. If you write like this, then no radio is a TV will become false. Hence alternate diagram cannot be true. Hence this cannot be false at least once, hence it is 100% definitely. Then next one, all radios are earphones is a possible. This entire radios are a part of this earphone. Now tell me whether I can able to bring this radio under this earphone or not. Into this earphone or not. Earphone cannot be ring. This entire earphone cannot be ring. But as all these radios can be earphones. Hence all radios or earphones are definitely. Hence what is your answer? Both 1 and 2. Choice for question number 73. Then 74th one. Then 74. Now some steel is iron. Some steel is iron means now steel and iron. This is steel and this is iron. And all steels are shine. This entire steel is a part of what shine. And all shines are beautiful. This entire shine is a part of beauty. When person, some iron is steel definitely. And some iron is not beautiful, that is also true. Now, these are the irons that are not beautiful. Is it true or not? Hence both the conclusions are true. Second one is a negative conclusion. To make this one false, now we need to prove all iron is beautiful. Now tell me whether we can able to write beautiful like this or not. Alternate diagram to previous conclusion. Hence only one follows, that is choice 1, question number 7. Again if you observe here, all the statements are affirmative. Negative conclusion cannot be done. We can make this negative conclusion false in any diagram. Isn't it? Hence definitely only the first one is. And without drawing a diagram, this is how you need to deal with this. Then coming to this 75. Now in this 75, all books are pouches. Now these are the books that are pouches, all these books are pouches. And all pouches are green, all books are pouches, all pouches are green. Only a few green is beautiful. Only some green is beautiful, but not all. And all beautiful are leather. This entire beautiful is a part of this leather. Then first one, all beautiful are green is a possibility. All beautiful are green. Now tell me whether this entire beautiful is a part of this green or not. Yes. Now we can able to bring this beautiful under this one. Green cannot be, entire green cannot be part of beautiful. When beautiful can be a part of green, it is a part. All pouches are leathers is a possibility. All pouches are leathers. Tell me whether we can able to extend this leather like this or not. Yes. And so both these two are possible, both 1 and 2. So I answer question number 70. Done with this? Then 76 onwards, it comes under 8 members and born in the same year, 4 different months and 2 different dates. And what are those 2 dates we have? 9th and 19th. 9th and 19th, Jan 9th and Jan 19, Jan 9 and 19. And next one, Jan, Feb, March and April. And Feb 9th and Feb 19. And March 9th and March 19. And finally April 9th and April 9th. April 9 and April 9. Then, now how many persons are there? 8 persons. Now they were born on these different dates. Then coming to condition number 1. Now in the first one, S was born in the prime number date. S born in the prime number date means S must be on 19th. Isn't it? S is on 19th of any one of these 4 months and more than one person born after S. More than one person born after S, which implies that S cannot be on April 19th. Isn't it? And S cannot be on April 19th. How many possibilities are there to this S? S can be on March 19th or Feb 19th or Jan 19th. And so many possibilities we have altogether? And 3 different possibilities. Then, and more than one person was born after S. More than one person was born after S. More than one person born after S. And only 2 persons were born between S and V. And only 2 persons born between S and V. 1, 2 in the first case, V must be on Feb 19. And here, and only 2 persons born between S and V. V can be here or V can be here. There are 2 different possibilities. Isn't it? And in the next case, 2 persons between S and V, V is. And U was born neither in the month of April nor March. Hence, U must be born in the month of January. And R was younger. R was younger than T but not to W. R is younger than to V. R is younger than to T. Now T is here, R is here, but not to W. R is not younger than W means R is elder than W. Isn't it? Now T, R and W must be in this order. Need not necessarily be immediate. And the one who was born in the month of March 19th is younger than T. Now the one who was born on March 19th is younger than T. Hence T must be at any one of these 5 places. Isn't it? And T can be at any one of these 5 places here. And after this T we need to have R and W. Number of persons born before Q lesser than the number of persons born after P. Now after P and this number of persons born after P. Number of persons born before Q. Number of persons born before Q is lesser than the number of persons born after Q. Now sir, how we are representing the data? Number of persons born before Q is lesser than the persons who were born after Q. And both were not born on the same day. Neither Q nor P is the eldest or the youngest. And Q and P cannot be in these 2 cases. Neither Q nor P is the eldest or the youngest. As many persons and P and T we need to have equal number of persons. Now this is what the information given. And P and T we need to have equal number before P and after this. Then before P and after this one, tell me from where we can able to start this P. Then can we have P at this place? Now if you take P at this place, because P cannot be either at the top or at the bottom. Now if P is here, then T will be here. Isn't it? Now if P and T were here, now below this P, how many persons are there? There is 1. Hence above this Q, how many persons? 0. because number of persons above this Q born before Q lesser than the persons born after P. After P there is only one person. Hence before this Q 1 minus 1 at least 0 person. Hence Q must be here, Q cannot be here, which implies that P cannot be here. Are you getting this one or not? Then that means P cannot be in these people. Then can you take P at this place? Number of persons after P. How many are there? There are 3 persons. Hence before this Q we need to have lesser than 3 persons. And lesser than 3 persons, let's say this Q must be Q. Then number of persons born before Q. How many? 1. That is lesser than persons born after P. There are 3. 1 is lesser than 3 or not? Then Q and P we have finalized here. Now the remaining we have left with T, R and W. Now in this T, R and W, now you cannot be in the month of, and you cannot be in the month of March and April. And so you must be in these 2 places. Then T, R and W. And T, R and W, now P and T must be at equal places. Isn't it? Now P and T must be at equal. Now P. Where is this P? P is 4th from the bottom. And T must be at now T is here. Then after this T we need to have R and W. R is here, W is. And R and W, then who is the person left over here? U is the person. And final arrangement U, Q, V, T, P, S, R, W. Then now these 2 persons, P and they were not born in the same. Q and P they were not born on the same day. P was born on March 9 and Q born on January 9. Now you will have another possibility. In that possibility these 2 will be ends with only on a single date. Now these 2 are in different dates, 76 to 8. Then and next is quant. చెప్పండి ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి పేపర్లో?